Hello everyone, thanks for joining. Today's session, you will learn about the item category and how we configure and new item category, how we configure in SAP, and also how the item categories are determined in the sales order. So first of all, let us know what is an item category. The item category, which is a control element SAP-SD that defines the behavior of an item in a sales document. It acts as a brain for the specific line items, controlling pricing, billing, and delivery. So we'll see when we'll go to the SAP, and I will show you how the controls are maintained, okay, and how according to the control, how the behavior is reflected in SAP sales order. Okay. Next is the key behavior. It determines an item which is relevant for schedule line, pricing, or billing, triggers the specific processes like third party and BM explosion as well. Flexibility allows differentiation, which is standard items, free of charge, third party within the same sales order data. Okay. Next is the determination logic. So how it is determined? So you know the transaction code is VOV8, sorry, VOV5 or VOV4. Okay. So I'll come to the transaction. So here we have to define these 4 parameters. What we do is sales document type, item category group, and usage and higher level item. Then the default item category and the default main high level item and the default item category and other item categories. Okay, manual item categories. So suppose I will show you in the system how it is defined. Next is we'll go for pricing controls in view V7. You are maintaining the pricing, whether it is mandatory, optional, non-billing, whether it is related delivery or other related, or it is schedule line for ATP or delivery plan. So determination matrix, if you see the category group, usage and category. Okay. Third party procurement cases. You can see, let us go to the back slides. This previous slide that for norm, we are determining as TA. So the material master config material master, if the category group is item category group is norm, then the item category determined in the sales order as TA, which is that meaning is the standard item. If the item category group is BANS, then the item category should be determined as TAS. And similarly, you can see this usage also. According to the usage, the item category groups are determined. Item categories are, suppose a bomb material. So usage is bomb. Then the header item will be EAP and the line item will be sub item TAE. If the product is given free of charge, then the usage will be free. That's why the item category determination will be TANN, which is free of charge. Okay, for this, there will not be any billing. Next is for third party. If you see third party, it should be TAS, TAW for others. Okay, variant. Okay. This is for bomb explosion. Text item TAX, TAQ for specific bomb item variant. Okay, configuration reference. So what is the configuration? We are defining in VO V7 as defined item categories. First we define the new item category and we assign that mapping, okay, in the determination matrix, that is VO V4. Where we go, path is SPRO, sales and sales document item, and assign and define item categories. Okay. Are you clear on these concepts? So item category determines the behavior, whether billing and pricing and scheduling. Okay, all these things it controls. Schedule lines, pricing and billing. Also delivery. Okay. The schedule lines is for the delivery. Okay. So let us go to the SAP. First, we will explore about the standard configuration which is there in the standard item categories which is defined in the. So SPRO, you can see the sales and distribution here. Sales, you can go to sales document and you go to item. Here the item category. So the item category groups and item category chart. You can see this item category groups. So you can see for the make to order, it is item category groups at 0001. For standard finished goods products. If you remember my material master class, I have mentioned the for FERT material, we are having the NORM as the standard item category group, standard item. So for them, the TAN is the item category. Okay. So norm, you have also defined BANS for third party, BANC for the individual purchase order, and you can see the service items like you see the packaging, service item, the SCRB. All these item category groups are defined, okay, which is mapped in the material list. So next is item category. We'll define the item category. So item category, you can see this. We'll go for the standard one. First one is TA. TAN says that it is a standard item, standard business item. Okay, here this is relevant to delivery, this is relevant to pricing. So for delivery, its schedule line is allowed. Okay, and billing relevance is K. K means delivery related invoices for parcel quantity. Parcel quantity also it will allow. Pricing, standard pricing. Okay. And if you go to details, you can see these other things, it's not required. So this is all about standard item. ENN, go to A, delivery related to billing document. That also it should be A. Okay, that is not K, that is actually it should be A. Pricing for food goods, it is 100% discount. The pricing will be 0. Amount will be delivered, but pricing is 0. Okay, next is you can see the TAP, which your item level. So TAP, this also is defined. You can see the TAQ, the price is at the header level. This is for the BOM. Third party item, TAS. You can see this F. F means what? Order related billing status according to invoice quantity. This has a very significance in terms of pricing. So the in case of third-party processes or third-party order, what happens is the sales order is created, but delivery happens to a vendor. So once the vendor is submitted, they deliver the item to the customer. Then according to their invoice, we post an Miro invoice, and from the invoice, the actual delivery quantity is copied, and on that basis only this invoice happens. Suppose we have given the sales order for 50 tons, only 25 tons has gone delivered to customer. So 25 we can send a billing document to customer. Suppose another 25 is delivered in a different date. So then on based upon that invoice, we can create a different invoice. So this is about the third party process. So this billing control is happening here. Item. Okay, now similarly we'll go for non-stock item. It is text item, TAX. Okay, so next is, so here one important point is TAN. If you go to TAN, here you can see this credit active. Credit active, this is will come to credit management session when we'll understand how the credit control works. So at the time, if the line item is particular, it should hit to the credit control area, then credit limit or credit exposure, it should go, then it should go for this from this TAN. The control is TAN in the credit active field in TAN. Like we'll go for REN if the order type is RE and your item category is REN. So here, so this is relevant for the returns. Okay. So once you define this item category, you have to go to here. You can see this usage is defined. These are standard ones. This usage is defined. If you are customizing, then definitely you have to go for a custom code also. But the standard already the codes are maintained. So free of charge. You see free, then it should go for TAN. Okay, so TAN, how the TAN is there? I think I have shown you. It is free of charge. Okay, it is similar to TAN. Only thing is this is a free of charge item. Okay. How we are controlling? You are controlling the pricing. You are controlling through this pricing. Okay, P is for the 100% discount. Now, when this item category groups we defined, how it is coming to the material type? It is material type is going for this combination we are prepared. Okay, so suppose we created in my last material class we created ZFER. This is the material type we created. JER. So if I want to map, I mean, what should be the standard map? Suppose I create a JERT or JERT, then the item category group, it should be by default, it should be populated into my material master. That should be norm. So I will do the setting like that. Okay. I will say. So if you see the standard one FERT is not mentioned. Let us see the ROH for raw materials. So it is not mentioned, but if you want to map it, you can map it here. Now the next step is we go for the assigning the item categories which is we have created. So if you see the standard mapping, what is the standard mapping? So here if you see OR, and if your item category group is NORM. NORM is for the finished good material which is determined as NORM, and then your usage is normal, I mean blank. There is no high level item category group. So your item default item category is TAN, and others are in the for the manual changes. So it is called manual item category. You can see if the high level item category is CVPC. Suppose a TAN is created and there is a second level item is there. So there is a free of charge. Suppose 100 quantity you are selling, and out of 100, I mean beyond 100, sorry, those customer who are taking 100 tons of product, they will get suppose 1 ton of product free. So 1 ton will be created as second line item, and that is mapped into TANN category and item category, so that the billing is amount is 0, but it is delivered. Okay, delivery happens, so the billing amount is 0. Now coming to the order type which we have created. So when we have created this JPOR, so it asks for the copying all this relevant information. So from OR when we copied, so from OR whatever mapping was there in the item category, it has just copied into JPOR. If you want to update or modify, suppose for norm, you want to modify, sorry, JPOR for norm. If you see for norm, if you want to modify anything, okay, any order, any type, suppose you want to make it TANN, the second one should be TANN, so you can do that and you can save. Okay, this is how map. If some mapping is not there, if you created that, if mapping is not there, or according to the usage you want to map something, then you can map it. So now we will see how the sales order is, the item category is determined. We take a existing order. VBAP, go for execute. So this is the sales order document. Let's see the sales order. View 02. You can see the item category which is determined as area. So this is a which kind of document. So the return order. If you want to see the order type, you can see this order type RE. And when RE is there, RE is the order type. You can see the material. What is the material item category group? Item category group is the is plant. Okay. So RE, sorry, norm. Okay. So you go to VOV, so mapping and RE, order type RE. We'll go for RE and NOR. See, RE and NORM, the order type is RE. And the second one is the REHP. So we'll go back and see what are the second one which is happening. So REHP. Okay. So this is how it is determined. Hope the concept is now clear, how the item categories are configured and how it is determined in the cell side. Thank you everyone for joining. Before closing this, I will try to do a customization. I will do a custom, how we create a custom item category type. If you see this item category type, so for me, suppose I am going to do a customization, I'll just copy this, I'll make it a JTAN and this standard icon JP. It will be copied. I'll press a enter and this JTAN, I'll do it is delivery related billing document and pricing is standard. Okay. And the item is relevant for delivery. Item type, you can see this blank as standard item. In case of text and other things, you have to define like you have to understand value item, text item. Say item category relevant for delivery HL. Categories A and B. So this is how we create a custom item category type. And here these are the key fields in the transfer items. Thank you everyone.